Habit code, habits, morning habits. Look, in the morning, I have 3 habits which I love to do, besides of cold bath and training. And these are, every morning I do a breath in a very specific way, Wim Hof breath method. I do 3 to 5 rounds because I know this breath produces adrenaline and it's waking me up in a natural way. And that's a good thing. Adrenaline is a good thing. In the morning, it is not your enemy. Remember that. It's a natural signal for the body to wake you up and be more present. The problem begins only when adrenaline runs without control from the outside circumstances, which is not controlled by you, without any regulation, without any capacity to recover. This I will not touch here in this movie. It's about a different stage. So I do the breath. That's why I combine 3 things with the breath in order to make it more productive for my body internally. How it works. First, the breath is doing during the fasting state. After about 12 hours without food, my body exits the digestion mode and enters adaptation mode, right? Insulin drops
down.
Inflammation decreases. The nervous system becomes more sensitive to signal. Now, this is a metabolic silence, right? The perfect moment for me, for my body, to give the body a stimulus in respect to breath.
Second.
This is the second stage. My breath, I do 5 rounds, and this breath, what that breath creates for my body. It rises adrenaline. It increases dopamine. It changes the blood chemistry in the body, and it resets my nervous system entirely. Right? Like I am a new, fresh person from the morning, from the start, but with a little bit of spike of adrenaline. And mitochondria spiked up. This is a controlled stress. Short, 10-15 minutes, and intentional. In a controlled environment. The body knows that. It feels that. It knows that this is not the outside circumstances where the world falls apart. It knows this circumstance is controlled. The body is safe. At the same time, spike of adrenaline and dopamine rises. The body receives a clear message from me. There is a challenge, of course, but the body is
safe.
And now, third element. Look, habits are habits. Habit of breath, habit of fasting, and mitochondria and the stem cells can be produced within the change of the environment within the body, as well with the blood, and you can stimulate them with red light. Look what I have here. It's a lamp. With red light. Okay, it's a nice lamp. I bought that for my wife for Christmas, but I use it as well because it's for the whole family. Now, many people think that red light equals melatonin and sleep. That's not true. You don't need to do it only in the evening because, as you know, when the sun rises, it's also red, not only while the sunset is there. There are 2 types of melatonin. You're supposed to be aware of that, right? One melatonin part is regulating sleep. It works mainly in
evenings
and at night. But the other melatonin type is produced inside the cells, which are called mitochondria. Mitochondria produce melatonin in order not to give you sleep, but to recover. And the second type of this melatonin does not make you sleepy, does not disrupt circadian rhythms. It acts as a powerful antioxidant. All right? It protects cells from stress. So when I breathe, when you breathe in the morning while being fasted, you're not only introducing adrenaline, you also create stem cells, new stem cells within the body while breathing. It is called intermittent hypoxia. And at the same time, you're stimulating your body with recovery while creating this second type of melatonin, being able to produce recovery within your body through mitochondria, which are producing this melatonin type. So when you breathe, you expose yourself to red light, something very specific happens entirely for your body. Adrenaline, which I mentioned in the first beginning of that movie, acts, of course. It says, I act within this environment, within this body. Red light, however, says act,
but recover.
Act, but at the same time recover the body. Okay? Mitochondria produce more energy. Yeah? These are the power cells within the body. Read about it. Mitochondria. Cells handle stress more efficiently if you have a lot of mitochondria, healthy mitochondria. Okay? The nervous system doesn't go into overload because he understands the push, the stress, which is in a controlled environment. The body is aware, the control is there, the stress is of course there, but everything is a safe surrounding. These, my friends, is not stimulation that burns you out. It doesn't burn you out. This is stimulation for the strengthening of you and your nervous system. A perfect stimulation which regulates your nervous system so you can handle more stress in a calm way. That's why I can use red light in the morning as well, because it doesn't calm me down in a wrong way. It stabilizes the energy that's already there in the body through mitochondria, which are storing the energy and releasing it out while recovering at the same time my body. The result? Come on. Clear mind, focus without tension, strengthen without aggression. Right? Action without
Chaos.
But action in a flow state. Purely concentration. Calm but focused. This is not biohacking for effect. It is a reminder for the body of what health and healthy morning actually look like. Right? Of course, now we have winter in my country. There is no sun in the morning. Usually, when there's summertime, I go outside to do the breathwork. I sit down on grass, so I have grounding. Yeah, I have grounding at the same time, and I have the sun in the morning, which is red. I don't need red light therapy in the moment where I have the natural sun. But everyone is in a different country. You know best how much sun you have in the morning, and you can adjust the lack of sun during the months, weeks, days where the sun is not present by buying this light therapy lamp. This was Habit Code. I wish you a great day, a lot of habits, morning routine habits, which are serving you, your body, your mental state and nervous system. I can only encourage you to do fasting, breath exercises, besides of water immersion, besides of normal workouts, and of course after that, red light or sunlight in the morning, up to you. I wish you a great day, pleasant day. God bless. Amen.